So the next type of budget is cash budget. So cash budgets are relatively straightforward and they are also very quick to do. And if you do it in Excel, it's like much more time saving. And we can start with this problem. First, we'll start with the required. Prepare a cash budget for each of the 3 months of June, July, and August. So we have to prepare a cash budget for 3 months. So we can put particulars and the months: June, July, and August. So first we have to read the entire question. The following information relates to XYZ. They have given us the months, the wages, the materials, overhead, and sales. They've also given additional months like February, March, April, May, and also September. But the question requires us to only work out for June, July, August. Okay, so these are like additional months there that have been given. And these are the rules for doing the cash budgeting. It is expected that the cash balance on 31st May 31st May will be 22,000. So see, cash budgeting has a format. The format is we have to start with opening cash, then we have to add all kind of incomes that comes in, okay, and then we have to find out what are the various expenses that are there. So usually there will not be like too much of incomes, but a list of expenses will be there, and at the end of all those expenses you will have the closing cash. So that's about the format here. I think we can take the format a little bit lower. I think that works fine. So the opening cash on 31st May will be the same as the the closing of May will be the opening of June. Okay, 22. So we'll work out all the numbers in terms of thousands, because that is how the numbers are also been given here. So I think we'll work out in terms of, see, it's all dollars also. So we'll start from the second point. The wages may be assumed to be paid within the month they are incurred. So whichever month there is a wages, that wages is paid on the same month. So we have what is the wage incurred for June? June is 12, 10, and then 9. So 12, 10, and 9. So we'll go to the next heading. So the next heading is, it is company policy to pay suppliers for materials 3 months after the receipt of goods. Okay, so whenever the goods have been purchased, the payment is made only after 3 months. So these are the dates on which it has been purchased. So June materials have been purchased in June, but the payment would not be made in June. It will be paid after 3 months. So when will they be paid? June amount will be paid in July, August, and in September, in the third month. Okay, so when so what amounts would be paid for June? Okay, in June what we will pay? So for purchases we will pay the 3 months before. For example, Feb amount will be paid not in Feb, it will be paid in March, April, May. It will be paid in May. So March amount will be paid in April, May, and June. Okay, so March amount will be paid in June, right? It's not paid in the same month, it's paid after on the third month thereafter. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so in June it is paid. So if May is paid in June, then April is paid in July, and May is paid in August. So that's how the Some works. Okay, sorry, I think we should have done for purchases. Sorry, I've done a mistake. Purchases 30, 25 and 35. 30, 25 and 35. So the next one is credit customers are expected to pay 2 months after delivery. So whatever the sales is, credit customers will pay only after 2 months. Included, but we don't know like what is this sales. Is this like full sales is cash sales or credit sales? That we don't know. So we have to wait. Included in the overhead figures is 2000 per month, which represents a depreciation on 2 cars and 1 delivery van. So see, the overheads also includes the depreciation amount. Okay, so depreciation amount is 2000. See, 2000 is not a cash expense, so this should not be considered. Okay, it has to be removed from the overheads. So when is overheads paid? Overheads is paid. There is a 1 month delay in paying the overhead expenses. So the logic works like this. The May amount will be paid in June. Okay, so that's how it works. So first we'll put overheads. So the May amount, okay, will be paid in June. June in July and July in August. But this is not, so we can't take this as the cash expense. We have to reduce 2 from here. So we'll put -2. So the same also works for this. So we have to reduce the non-cash. Okay, reduce depreciation from overheads. Okay, so that is what we have done. We'll move on to the next one. See, now they are telling about 10% of monthly sales are for cash and 90% of are sold on credit. Okay, and the credit customers will pay after 2 months. So he has told us a logic here. So cash sales is 10% and credit sales is 90% with 2 months credit. Okay, with 2 months credit. So how should we do this? See, to do this we need to have a working note. Okay, or else it's like very difficult to do this here. So we have to work out a working note. See, the working note is also like similar to the sum. Okay, it is also similar to the sum here, but only thing is we have to do it for all the months. So we'll have February, March, April, all we have to have February, March, April, May, so first we'll get the total sales for all the numbers and then we will bifurcate them. So to get the total sales we have to look at the numbers. So February, see, these are the sales numbers. These are the sales numbers. So February is 30, March is 40, April is 60, May is 50, then June is 70, July is 60, August is 50. So I don't think we need September. Okay, we don't need September data because it is like more than what is our actual budget is, so we can leave that. So we'll first work out the 10% sales. See, 10% of all the amount, 10% of all the amount is the cash sales. Okay, so 3 here, 4, 6, 5, 7, 6, 5, all these are cash sales. the balance will be paid in 2 months. Okay, so when will the balance of 27, see 30 minus 3 is 27, when will that be paid? Okay, see that will be paid in 2 months time. So it will not be paid in full of March, but it will be paid at the end of April. Okay, so 60 days is the credit period. 2 months means it is 60 days. So full 30 days of March, and the full 30 days of April. Okay, so on the second month end it will be paid. How much will be paid? So it is this number into the 90%. Either you can put it as 90% like this, or you can put 30 minus 3. 30 minus 3, 27 you can put, or the next one would be 40 minus 4, 36. So I'll put it here. So see 36, but 36 we can get it two ways. One, you can reduce total sales minus cash sales is credit sales, or total sales into 90% is credit sales. However you do, you will get the same answer only. So we have got for all the months, but we are not bothered for all the months. What is our consideration is only June, July and August. Okay, so June, July, August numbers, these two set of numbers alone we need, cash sales and credit sales. The cash amount received alone is what we want, so we can go above and we can paste them. Okay, so we got our sales amount. Let's see what else is left. A commission is paid to agents on all sales on credit, but this is not paid until the following month following the sales to which it relates to. So a sales commission of 5% is paid in the next month. This expenses is not included in the overheads shown. Okay, so it is a separate amount. So we can work out sales commission here itself. Here itself we can work it out. So sales commission, if you take, it is 5%. It is 5% of the total sales. Okay, total sales. So it is 1.5 like this. But if you see, it is paid only after 1 month. It's paid only after 1 month. So this number will not come here. It will actually come here. Okay, this sales of 30 into 5% will be paid in the next month. Okay, so in the same way we have to do for all the months, but we are bothered about which numbers? We are bothered only about this set of numbers. Okay, so sales commission paid is this numbers we have calculated in the working note. So this is working note number 1. You can copy here and we can go to June. You can just paste it here. So this is sales commission done. So we'll move on to the next one. So if you want, you can also refer it that you have worked out in working note number 1. So sales also you can refer. And then we have it is intended to pay a loan of 25,000 on 30th June. Okay, so they are going to pay a loan repayment on 30th June. They are going to pay 25,000. So it is 25. And then we have delivery is expected in July of new machine costing 45,000, of which 15 will be paid on delivery and 15 will in each of the following 2 months. Okay, so in July they will pay 15, again August 15 and September 15. But so new machine installment, so it will be paid, we'll just check, in July, and it will be paid on delivery. So July itself they will pay. So they will pay in July, August and in September. September is not in our consideration, so we can leave that. Thereafter it says assume that overdraft facility are available if required. So that's it. We have come to the last part of our sum. So let's find out the total income. So the total cash inflow, we can't say income, we can put it as cash inflow, would be this, and the total cash outflow will be this, and this will be the closing cash. So let's start. So cash inflow would be all these numbers okay, and what will be the total cash outflow? The total cash outflow will be from here to all these. And what is our closing cash? Our closing cash will be opening cash minus closing cash. Okay, so that is the cash inflow minus cash outflow. So that will give you the answer here. So let's go on to, and this closing will become the opening here. So you can refer that also. This closing will become the opening. So done. So again the same thing. What is the total cash inflow? Cash inflow will be this number. And what's the total cash outflow? It will be this number. And what's the closing cash? It will be this number. So now you have a overdraft. Any negative is a overdraft. Okay, so here it is surplus, but here it is deficit. Okay, so deficit should be adjusted with overdraft. Okay, so we can say that this is the action. The action required is we have to get an overdraft. So this overdraft will again be carried to the opening cash. Even though it is negative, it will be taken as opening cash. So what is our total cash inflow for August? It is this number. And what would be our total cash outflow? It will be, okay, sorry. Our total cash outflow will be this number, and our closing cash will be this number. So it is minus 25. Again it is a deficit, and again we need a overdraft. Okay, so that's about this sum. Hope you guys got a good idea about how to work out a kind of a cash flow problem here. See, we are not bothered about the when the goods are bought or when the goods are sold, like that. What we are much bothered about is when the cash is paid or when the cash is received. Okay, so that's what we are like more concerned about. So only one working note we did, because it required, the sum required this kind of a working note. That's why we did it. Actually, you can also open a full for all the 7 months. You could open a cash statement. Okay, and but the opening cash will only come for this. So your workings, just for working purpose. Okay, you can also work out from February to August like this with all the above numbers. But with all the above numbers, if you see, numbers will flow only for June, July, August. Okay, other places it will be vacant. So you can do it as a separate working note, or you can also have the working note in this place itself. In this place itself, you can show all the month, and you can just work out for the sales part. So that's about the problem here. Hope you got a good understanding. This type of a problem can be asked as in a BCom question, BBA question, CA Inter, CWA Inter, ACCA. So it is a wide variety of questions that can be asked in any type of problem. Okay, so thank you people. We'll meet in the next sum. So the next sum is another cash budgeting sum. So we'll work out this cash budgeting sum. First we'll start with the required. Okay, then we'll move on.